Namaskar, India Meteorological Department welcomes you in daily weather briefing. Yesterday's well-marked low pressure area has concentrated into a depression today morning, and this depression is very likely to move northwards during next 24 hours and is likely to intensify further into a deep depression by tomorrow morning, and it is likely to cross North Odisha West Bengal coast between Puri and Odisha around noon of tomorrow, that is 9th of September. So under the influence of this depression, there is a possibility of very heavy to extremely heavy rainfall over north coastal Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, adjoining districts of Telangana and over adjoining districts of Chhattisgarh, especially South Chhattisgarh during next 48 hours. Now, if we look into the observed weather during past 24 hours ending at 8:30 hours IST of today, so under the influence of yesterday's well-marked low pressure area, which has become today a depression, very heavy rainfall activity has been observed over Mahbubabad of Telangana and also over Khammam, and also Odisha has reported heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places, and also heavy rainfall activity has been reported over north coastal Andhra Pradesh. So as we can see over here that this depression, the yesterday's well-marked low pressure area which has become depression, is today lying at 11:30 hours IST of today, is centered at 18.4 degree north latitude and longitude 86.7 degree east, and this is roughly 270 kilometer east of Kalingapatnam over Andhra Pradesh, and 200 kilometer roughly to the east of Gopalpur, and roughly 225 kilometer southeast of Paradeep, and 370 kilometer south of Digha, West Bengal. So this is very likely to further intensify into a deep depression during next 24 hours while moving nearly northwards, and thereafter it would change its track of movement and it would start moving west-northwestwards and cross the North Odisha, West Bengal coast between Puri and Digha by noon of tomorrow. So as we can see that the heavy to very heavy and extremely heavy rainfall zone is going to be this, as we saw in the highlights, and for next 48 hours, and even Madhya Pradesh, eastern Madhya Pradesh would start feeling the impact of this deep depression by tomorrow, and very heavy rainfall activity would be likely over East MP also, and this will continue for 9th and 10th, and also Jharkhand would be experiencing heavy to very heavy rainfall during 9th to 11th of September. And here we can see that as the further movement is seen in this depression after the landfall, so West MP would also be experiencing the very heavy rainfall activity from 11th to 12th of September, and also East Rajasthan would start experiencing very heavy rainfall activity from 12th till 13th of September. So here we can see that for districts of Odisha, today there is likelihood of very heavy rainfall activity over Puri, Ganjam, Gajapati, Raigada, Koraput and Malkangiri districts, and tomorrow as this depression further intensify and become a deep depression and would be about to make its landfall to the north of Puri between Puri and Digha, so extremely heavy rainfall activity would be likely over the districts of Dhenkanal, Cuttack, Khordha, Jagatsinghpur and Puri, and very heavy rainfall activity would be likely over Kendrapada, Jajpur, Angul, Sambalpur, Bargarh, Bolangir, Sonpur, Baudh, Kandhamal, Ganjam and Koraput, and other districts of Odisha would be receiving heavy rainfall, and light to moderate rainfall at most places is likely over Odisha during next 4 days at least, and by 10th of September the rainfall activity as this system moves further west-northwestwards would be constricted to just northwest Odisha districts of Sundargarh, Jharsuguda and Sambalpur, where very heavy rainfall activity would be likely, and only heavy rainfall activity would be likely over the adjoining districts. And as we can see over here that on 11th of September there is no significant warning zone, as there is no either orange warning or red warning over Odisha. Then we come over to north coastal Andhra Pradesh. So as we can see over here that over the districts of Parvatipuram and then Parvatipuram and Kakinada and Parvatipuram and this northmost district of of this Vijayanagaram, and also over the district of these 3-4 districts of north coastal Andhra Pradesh are going to receive extremely heavy rainfall, more than 20 centimeter rainfall today, and also the districts of Alluri, Sitaram, Raju, and Kakinada and Anakapalli are likely to receive very heavy rainfall activity today. And tomorrow again on 9th of September, the same pattern would be seen over the districts of Parvatipuram and Vijayanagaram. Would be likely Parvatipuram and Vishakhapatnam would be likely to receive extremely heavy rainfall, and over Alluri, Sitaram, Raju and Anakapalli very heavy rainfall activity would be likely. And then if we come over to the warning over Telangana, so here we can see that over the districts of Asifabad, Mancherial and Bhupalpalli and Mulugu and the Kothagudem and Khammam and Mehboobabaad are likely to receive very heavy rainfall activity today. And tomorrow, as the system moves further northwards, only very heavy rainfall zone would be restricted to Asifabad and Mancherial, and day after tomorrow, that is 10th of September, the rainfall activity would be restricted to only isolated heavy rainfall, and that too over just Asifabad, Mancherial, Bhupalpalli and Mulugu. So that was all about the very heavy to extremely heavy rainfall zone over the country under the influence of this depression. And if we talk about the sea area warning, so we can see over here that over the northwest and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal, currently 50 to 60 kmph gusting to 70 kmph winds are prevailing, and over the remaining parts of west central Bay and east central Bay, the winds are of the order of 45 to 55 kmph gusting to 65 kmph, and this kind of wind situation is likely to continue till tomorrow. And once this depression crosses the Odisha coast and weakens further into a depression and then into Velma low pressure area, so the wind speed would be decreasing by tomorrow evening, and day after tomorrow, that is on 10th of September, the winds would be of the order of only 45 to 55 kmph gusting to 65 kmph on 10th of September over northwest and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal, and thereafter this wind speed would be gradually decreasing. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we will again meet with daily weather briefing for weather warning during next 5 days. Thank you and goodbye.